In Mumbai's docklands, there are families that have been moving cargo for over 100 years. They have survived wars, recessions, and revolutions. For generations later, they still run their business with the same passion and the same family name. The world keeps shifting and competition is growing. But their biggest competitor isn't just another local freight forwarder. It's an algorithm, automation, and billion-dollar global giants. As companies like DHL, DSV, and 𝗂𝗏 race ahead with the AI-driven logistics and digital platform, family-run forwarders are fighting to stay relevant in a world where 60 to 70% of the market is now controlled by multinational corporations. Can legacy still compete with technology, or will the next wave of logistics wash them away? Welcome to Logistically Speaking, where we unpack the stories, the struggle, and silent revolution shaping the future of freight. Before we talk about survival, let's rewind to where it all began. Across the world, family businesses power more than 60% of global GDP, and in India, that figure jumps to 79%, and in Spain, it's close to 70%, a proof that families still move the world's economies. In freight forwarding, the family-run enterprises were the backbone of global logistics, especially after the rise of modern shipping. It all began with the colonial powers, Britain, Spain, the Netherlands, and Portugal, whose colonies soon followed, setting up family-owned freight forwarding firms that became lifelines for traders and port cities. After World War II, a new wave of export nations emerged, that is Germany, Japan, the US, Italy, and France, building homegrown forwarders as strategic partners for their booming trade. Some of these family firms grew into global logistic corporate giants. Others stayed small, independent, and deeply personal, relying on loyal customers who have stood by them for decades. In India, most family-owned freight forwarders choose to stay regional, specializing in custom brokerage, niche routes, or specialized cargo. Yet, most of them have been operating for more than a century, still shaping the nation's logistic landscape with trust, continuity, and that unmistakable personal touch. In an industry now defined by algorithms, automation, and scale, what keeps these families' firm alive isn't size, it's the relationship. The freight forwarding industry is going through a massive wave of consolidation. After acquiring DB Schenker and earlier Panalpina and UTI worldwide, DSV has now become the world's largest freight forwarders, with revenues topping $45 billion, overtaking DHL and 𝗂𝗏. Meanwhile, Sinotrans expanded rapidly across Asia. Nippon Express strengthened its global presence by acquiring cargo partner, and Seva Logistics grew even bigger after merging with Bolero Logistics. These global powerhouses are reshaping logistics using scale, digital platform, and global carrier contract to deliver seamless, tech-driven supply chains. With massive investment in AI, blockchain, and real-time visibility, they are setting new industry standards and leaving smaller family-run forwarders struggling to match their digital and financial muscle. In New Zealand, family-run forwarders like Montiel are proving that legacy and innovation can coexist, merging with Australia's Visa Global while keeping their core values intact. Across Europe, family-owned firms maintain strong regional dominance, partnering with global carriers for reach while staying rooted in relationship and trust. It's a model now emerging in India too, traditions blending with modernization. Many family firms are expanding internationally through small strategic acquisition, realizing that staying local isn't enough anymore. Some, like the 𝗪𝗏 Worldwide Logistics, have grown into major global player, while others like Frac Group, Share Logistics, Rollic, and Jazz Worldwide have quietly built worldwide footprints through steady organic growth. The message is clear: legacy can still lead if it learns to adapt. The bond that keeps family business alive goes far beyond profit. It's about affection, the love of continuing a legacy. It's about generations chasing the same dreams and about family circles that stay connected through related segments in logistics, trading, exporting, importing, all based on trust. And maybe that's why so many family-owned freight forwarders have survived decades after decade. Even though statistics show that 70% of family businesses fail or get sold before the second generation. India still has a handful, 5 or 6 remarkable freight forwarding companies that have been around for over a century. Germany leads the way with more than 7 such firms, followed by UK, Italy, France, Switzerland, and Japan, each with their own proud family legacies steering trade across continents. But survival isn't easy anymore. In the last decade, family-owned freight forwarders have faced some of their toughest challenges yet. Firstly, the Gen Z and Alpha generations often don't want to follow the same path. They want to build apps but don't want to move boxes. Then there is a question of leadership. Who in the family can really run the business in today's fast-changing world? And when you look outside the family circle to hiring the right talent, who isn't easy either? Because the how of running these companies is so deeply rooted in tradition and within the family. And add to that, limited capital, rising tech costs, and the constant pressure to grow without losing that personal touch all create the real test of legacy. Now, let me talk on the strategies to survive and compete. First, they are sitting on a gold mine, that is data. Decades of shipments, client records, and trade intelligence. If used right, that history can become their biggest competitive advantage. Second, embracing digital tool and SaaS platform can bring real-time transparency and smoother operation. Third, use the existing client relationship and data skill to expand business to related vertical like warehousing, local transport, last mile, first mile deliveries. Fourth, building niche expertise in regulated or complex regulatory environment. Fifth, forming alliances with the similar family-owned forwarders worldwide who can help them to share network and scale together. Sixth, expand into key growth market globally, especially to the market of their existing customer base. This is a strategy which is already working for Japanese, Korean, and Taiwanese companies who opened offices in their key markets like India and Vietnam. Seventh, build regional partnership and alliances that can help to gain collective scale, which is needed to compete with the multinationals. And finally, when the next generation isn't ready or willing, it's time to hand over the reins to professional managers, giving them full freedom and letting the business evolve. That's exactly what many family-run forwarders in Spain, Germany, and across Europe are doing today. Family-owned forwarders contribute significantly to local economies by providing employment and enabling MSME exporters, especially in developing countries like India. Their survival supports economic diversity, reduces over-reliance on multinational monopolies, and preserves competitive price. Conversely, global giants improve shipping efficiency, expand service offering, and invest heavily in sustainability initiatives, raising overall industry standards. The future depends on balance, innovation from global leaders and resilience from family firms, supported by smart policy and digital access, which will determine the health of family business in the digital age. Together, they keep the world's cargo and economies in motion. The story is in family firms versus smaller local players or with the global giants. But how all can coexist and complement each other. Family forwarders that modernize while staying client focused will remain vital regional players. And when they collaborate with a global network, both sides win. Scale meets trust, technology meets tradition. Industry-wide competition and collaboration improve service standards, benefiting the broader supply chain and economy. If you found this analysis insightful, please like, share, comment your experience with the family freight forwarders and subscribe for more dives into logistic industry trends. Thank you for watching till the end. See you next time.